Hey guys, what's going on? This is Roth and Chris to talk a little bit Community.
It's back.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Saved it. And it's coming back, but we're going
Yes.
to talk about the top 10 episodes pre-Yahoo
Yes.
celebrating Community.
Yeah, and you'll notice a lot of the stuff on this list, and we always kind of talk about these episodes. These are the ones that are kind of a little bit more drenched in the pop culture. Drenched. They have more homages to things that we love and are big fans of. And I think that's one of the reasons we love this show so much.
Absolutely. It's oozing with pop culture references.
Oozing.
And Dan Harmon's such a fan of movies and television. As the show went along, I think it got better and better. You know, it started out a little bit more standard, and then it went bat sanity, insane, and that's when it got amazing.
Right.
But if you love film and television like we do, it's really great, and it's so fun to point out all those references. It got very, very meta.
Yes. I love that, you know, in a certain episode, Abed will just be dressed like a Star Trek character from one episode, and you just kind of have to know that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not like they always point it out. Sometimes they do, but sometimes you just have to be like, okay, I get that. And it's nice. It's like, as a fan of all things media, it's nice to feel like, oh, I get that.
Get it in on the joke. And it's also kind of cool how he breaks down sort of what's happening in any given genre, whether it's an episode of television that'll break down, so it's a Law and Order thing, or action movies. He sort of points out what the tropes of those genres are, and he plays with them. So it's a lot of fun. We're going to talk about some of the episodes. So the list is on IGN.com if you want to take a look at it, which you
Top
do.
10 community
You
episodes
do.
if you need help with the Googling.
We're just going to run down them really quickly and then point out some of our very favorite things. It's impossible to get this exactly right? Because
I mean, yes, it's impossible for anybody but us to get it exactly right. Our list is perfect, pristine, golden. Nobody can assail it. Don't assail it. It's unassailable.
So starting with number 10 is epidemiology. So this is one you talked about geek culture a little bit.
Right.
George Takei narrated this one.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking awesome,
You don't actually get like better than, if you're doing a sci-fi themed episode, you don't get better than George Takei doing it. And also there was that crazy awesome zombie
alien apocalypse.
Yeah, but there was zombie Abed, you know, doing the handshake at the end of it. It's so awesome.
Yeah. All right. We love George Takei, tomato, potato. You're probably right.
I don't even know, actually.
Basic Lupine Urology is number 9.
That's just such a great title. I love the titles of community episodes, by the way. They're awesome.
And they're really hard to say, which makes it really fun to do this right now.
And also, it kind of reminds you of when you were in college and you're looking at your course book and you're like, what the hell? Who's taking this class?
You are.
Yeah, you are, because it's all that's left.
Twist. This one is the Law and Order one. We mentioned that before. And so it's
such a good job of sending up Law and Order, not to cut you off, but it was such a like great, and they do all their parodies super, super well, but I think this one is just like so fun with, you know, it just felt like Law and Order.
Yeah, it starts with the cops, ends with the lawyers. Insane all the way through. Say that.
Okay, I'm going to try this one. This is number 8.
Number 8.
Basic intergluteal numismatics.
Numismatics.
I learned a word. I don't know what it means.
This one was the awesome one though. This was the Ass Crack Bandit.
I love this one. I love that there's a Ben Folds song in it. You should go download that legally with the MP3. It's super awesome. I don't even know if you can download that.
I just also love the fact that they'll take like really innocuous events and heighten them to this degree that like the tragedy of the Ass Crack Bandit, like the horror of the Ass Crack Bandit.
Horror.
I'm just saying Ass Crack Bandit as many times as I can.
She's just going to get all the ass cracking in she can.
Pierce died. So that happened. Anyway.
Do we care?
I mean, I think again, like this is when some of the behind the scenes
I like
stuff.
how you just dropped it in the end. Oh yeah, Pierce died too. That happened.
This is like some of the behind the scenes stuff that was everybody knows about the drama that was happening in communities. You know, Harmon brought it into the writing of the show, and they really had made Pierce kind of a heel.
I love that they go meta on everything, on every level. I mean, you know, it was like well documented how much those guys were kind of at each other's throats. And I think though, even so, like I think Chevy Chase bought into why this was a cool way to go, and we'll get into more of that later in this list.
A fistful of paintballs, and for a few paintballs more. Now this is probably my favorite 2-episode arc. This is the paintball 2-episode arc. First one is a send up to sort of spaghetti westerns. The second one is full on Star Wars.
And yeah, there's just so many references in here. You see Abed in the Han Solo suit, and it was just so good. And you know, like I think paintball episodes became like the thing for this show.
Yeah.
They were like, can't wait for the paintball episode. So yeah, it was absolutely, I just loved it. And there's more references on the paintball stuff later on too.
Contemporary American Poultry is number 6.
I don't can you imagine taking that class? I would
Contemporary
never
American Poultry?
Yeah.
You didn't?
Oh yeah, you're right. Should have taken the historical one.
This is the Goodfellas. I actually took automotive mechanics as my science. True story.
Nice.
That's what happens when you go to film school. So this is the Goodfellas.
That was your science? I love that. We're going to talk more about college than we are about community college right now.
So this is our Goodfellas episode.
This is wasn't that the whole thing with the chicken fingers in the cafeteria?
It's the corrupt chicken fingers.
I just love the word corrupt chicken fingers. The corrupt chicken fingers.
Well, yeah, but they were sort of like trading in chicken fingers.
Right.
And it became like the currency of the day.
There was no genre left untouched on Community.
No, they got them all molested.
Yeah, all of them molested. All right.
Number 5 is The Paradigms of Human Memory. So this one was like a flashback episode, and this is where we found out that Britta had been Brittaing with with Jeff for a while.
They had been Brittaing for quite some time.
Yeah, and then getting very meta. They had Abed campaigning to save the Cape, which was that doomed. Do you remember the Cape?
Oh yes.
It was that doomed NBC series.
The Cape show. It's funny because I kind of feel like to the world, the Cape would like sort of disappear into obscurity.
Yeah.
But now there's this one cultural touch point that exists outside of the series that's going to probably send people years from now, because I think Community will be interesting to people years from now. We'll send people back to be like, I wonder what's the Cape?
But he was calling for 6 seasons in a movie of the Cape.
So that's where that came from.
That's where, we were calling for 6 seasons in a movie of.
And we're getting 6 seasons.
We are getting 6 seasons.
This is the 6th season.
This is the 6th season.
Maybe a movie after this.
So number 4 is documentary filmmaking, Red. Lights, Camera, Dean, says Matt Fowler.
Anything about
this one is.
Any Dean-centric episode was like one of my
Dean.
favorite episodes ever. Like the Dean is, I don't know. I think personally my favorite character on Community, and this episode so great.
The Dean is your favorite?
Yeah, the Dean's my favorite.
Who's your favorite? Leave it in comments below. I don't have a favorite. I love them all. I love them all for different reasons at different moments. So there.
All
Don't
right.
make me choose.
I choose.
This one was the recruitment video though, but it got completely insane. But it was also like a Hearts of Darkness, and eventually you were even seeing the cameras of the show, the people shooting the show.
Was that the one where Troy and Britta were like on strings and
weird,
being pulled into each other? Oh yeah, I love that episode.
So insane.
I feel like this whole video should be us just being like, I love that episode.
That was awesome.
That episode's so great.
Do you like the insights that we're providing? Number 3 is Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
This might be my personal favorite.
Okay.
Just because
What do you have wrong? What's wrong with the paintball?
No, nothing's wrong with the paintball. But obviously this list is a collective list for IGN, but this one might be my favorite one because I just love. First of all, I love the friggin' Night Elf stuff with Chang. This is amazing. It was so good, that episode.
Number 2 is Modern Warfare.
Obvious Call of Duty reference there.
Also, it's our action hero. It's the Die Hard.
Jeff is wearing the Bruce Willis outfit in this episode. I love it.
Justin Lin directed it.
I mean, how can you compete with that? Justin Lin's directing this episode. References to The Matrix,
Rambo.
and
What
else?
of the great action Predator.
Even Saving Private Ryan, I think, gets some love in there.
Which is a little weird because it's that's not quite in the action Rambo
That's not
mix.
cool, guys. No, it's
I'm not
fine.
saying it's not cool. Argue with me. I'm saying it's different than Rambo. It's a different genre.
It is different than
It's a war
Rambo.
movie versus an action movie.
Although we all know Rambo really happened.
You decide in the First
Rambo
Blood.
really happened.
First Blood! You drew First Blood. Now you die. So Remedial Chaos Theory is our number 1, and I feel like that does deserve it because this is one of the most brilliantly written episodes. This is the one that introduced the Darkest Timeline, which played out through the rest of the season.
And just gets mentioned. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest sort of cultural touch points that Community left us with is, you'll hear people reference the Darkest Timeline even when they aren't talking about Community. So Thanks for leaving that with us, community. And yeah, that was a great, well-crafted episode. And just, you know, obviously it affected the rest of that season, but it affected the rest of the world as well.
It did. It did. In fact, the whole show did. It left us with lots of references and quotables and enjoyable moments to embrace together. Now we have another season. So you guys let us know. Are we absolutely wrong in this list? Probably. Some of us will think that we are. Some of us will think that we're perfectly on point.
Perfect.
Let us know in the comments below. And for all things community, keep it locked right here to IGN.